We have entered the home stretch here in year number 2 of the Las Vegas High Rollers MyNBA expansion franchise here on NBA 2K26. The trade deadline is now in the books. We have made it roughly to around the All-Star break, and I think the plan is we're going to get through the regular season over the next 2 episodes leading to the offseason, and of course another NBA draft, which will be sooner rather than later. So as it stands currently, we are 18-34 with one game before the All-Star break. Of course, we're coming off an exciting trade deadline across the NBA. We only made one move, but it was a very significant one. A 3-team deal with the Hawks and the Nets that saw us trade away Jake LaRavia, Jalen Clark, Davion Mitchell, and 3 second-round picks in exchange for Asa Newell, Jordan Holloway, and the Rockets' first-round pick in this year's draft, which will be like the last pick of the first round. They are arguably the best team in the NBA, but still a first-round pick nonetheless. Asa Newell is an intriguing player given that he's only in his second season. He's really young. I thought he had a promising rookie year, but has gotten worse in year 2. And the Hawks are a team who is going for a title right now. Role players like Jake LaRavia and Jalen Clark are going to be more valuable to them. Newell's an interesting case because I think he's a talented player, but I don't really know where his long-term role is going to be. He's kind of a tweener at 6'11". I don't think he has the size or anchor to really hold up at the 5. Does he have the quickness or shooting form to hold up at the 4? Maybe. That's where we're trying to get with him. But an intriguing hybrid big who can guard multiple positions, who can score inside, and hopefully add a 3-point shot to his game. His first game with the Rollers was the best game of his NBA career. He had 28 and 10 on great shooting, along with 3 blocks, and single-handedly won us the game. We were down by like 12 with 5 minutes to go. We leaned on him, and he won it for us. We also added Jordan Holloway, the younger brother of former Notre Dame and now Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Brandon Holloway. Jordan is only 19 years old. He's really young, drafted late in the second round by the Nets this past year, an intriguing athlete with some 3-and-D upside. He hasn't really played outside of garbage time this year for Brooklyn, and I don't really think there's a pathway for him to develop there with all the guys they have along the wing. When he did get in the game, he wasn't that impressive for Brooklyn. We've played him a little bit more, 14 and 13 minutes, the 2 highest marks of his career. Per 36, I know the 24, 6, and 6 look good, but that's because, it's garbage time, and the other team isn't really guarding him. We had to give up some guys, though. Jake LaRavia, Jalen Clark, Davion Mitchell. LaRavia and Clark going to Atlanta. I really like Jake LaRavia's game. He can really shoot the 3 ball. He guards multiple positions at a high level. We just couldn't consistently find a spot for him in the rotation because we had other guys who were roughly the same skill level. But I think he's better off at a contending team like Atlanta, and the same can be said for Jalen Clark, who he also couldn't find a steady role for, but he's a great 3-point shooter, 40% this year. Davion Mitchell, meanwhile, is going to the Nets, and Brooklyn very quietly is in the midst of the race in the play-in tournament. During the trade deadline, I think they were only 1 game back, but they've lost a few in a row. Now, Davion Mitchell has not had a good season whatsoever, but they wanted to add another grown-up in the point guard room, given that Yerger Demon, Nolan Traore, and Ben Saraf are all only 20 years old, and they're all very young. Sure, Davion Mitchell has not played very well this year, and if I'm the Nets, I wouldn't give him that much playing time, but he's a winner. Big part of that Baylor title team in 2021, and has always been a good culture guy across the league. A lot of other exciting trades. Jarris Walker to the Raptors, Grady Dick to the Celtics, Scoot Henderson for Kasparis Jakučionis, Jordan Poole to the Cavs, and then, of course, the 2 big ones. Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Houston Rockets, and LeBron James expected to finish out the final season of his NBA career with his son Bronny on the Dallas Mavericks. By adding Giannis, the Rockets become the most talented team in the league. In terms of point differential, they are already there, and now they add arguably the best player in the association. Now, the spacing with this lineup is going to be a little tricky, given that Amen Thompson isn't really a shooter, Giannis isn't really a shooter, Şengün, But they also have one of the greatest isolation scorers ever in Kevin Durant, and his shooting gravity is going to open things up for everybody else within the offense. The Bucks, meanwhile, add 3 first-rounders, including 2 projected lottery picks in this year's draft. Dallas is currently in 7th. The Western Conference is just so loaded. You've got 5 true contenders at the top, and then teams like Denver and Dallas, who are certainly in the mix, while we currently sit in 14th. In the East, Minnesota very clearly the best team here. Maybe one of Detroit, Atlanta, New York, or the Cavs dethrone them, but it's very much Minnesota's conference to lose. As I've talked about with our team, it's nice that compared to the bottom feeders, we have a pulse. We are not completely hideous, but that could end up hurting us come draft time because it hurts our chances of landing one of the top picks in the NBA draft. And this year, it matters a little bit more than last year, given that there are 2 or 3 guys at the top who are very clearly number 1 pick level prospects. Of course, we've got another prospect profile coming in the next episode where we're going to go through some of the later first-round guys, which is relevant for us, given that we now have a late first. We decided to keep Benedict Mathurin. He's played really well this year. His value is at his highest, given that he is a really team and player-friendly contract. But I want to keep him. He's a guy who I would like to have stick around. I think he's been really good for us. Team's a little bit banged up right now. Hardy, Sohan, Abaji, and Jay Will all currently dinged up. Luckily, the All-Star break is right here, so those guys will have a chance to recover. I didn't go right into the All-Star break in the last episode because I wanted to play against the Dallas Mavericks. I know we just recently played against LeBron a couple episodes ago, but I kind of want to see this new look Mavericks team. Now, unfortunately, they are very banged up. A large amount of their core will not be in the lineup today. We'll get to see LeBron and AD back together, but we will not see Cooper Flagg, Kyrie Irving, Max Christie, or Derek Lively. All of these guys should be back come playoff time, which is really what's important for the Mavericks. But instead, we get to watch the 2024 Los Angeles Lakers with D'Lo, Bronny, LeBron, and AD. If only Max Christie could fit in that lineup. The roster without 4 of their best players obviously looks a little bit worse. Other than LeBron and Anthony Davis, they're going to be relying on some of their rookies, Mako Hardaway and Rino Salavea, both of whom were drafted just outside of the lottery this past year. Both of whom have been pretty solid, especially Hardaway, a 4-year player at the University of Auburn. It makes sense to see him as a senior really translating to the NBA well, even if the ceiling isn't that high. Final game before the All-Star break, the Rollers coming in at 18-34, looking to finish the first half, or really the first 70% of the season on a high note. There is the rookie leaderboard, Julian Wright at the Sonics up top. Even with Seattle's struggles, he has been largely a bright spot for them, even if the efficiency has been, well, kind of shaky. The Rollers are rolling with Carter, Mathurin, Sensabaugh. It'll be Asa Newell at the 4, and then also Iguodaro at the 5. Those 2 bigs will rotate in and out with Mark Singleton, who will play a lot. Probably will play more than both of them, to be honest. As Iguodaro wins the tip over Anthony Davis, and we are underway. LeBron played really well when we played against the Lakers a couple episodes ago. Even at 42 years old, still one of the best in the world. D'Angelo Russell with the chase down block. I mean, what are we doing? It's D'Lo. Sends the ball around the screen, open 3, rattles out. Davis with the rebound. He sends it up for Tyrese Martin. Martin with it inside. LeBron, layup is good. He's the first to score, and Dallas strikes first. Asa Newell with it, looking to get around the screen. On the drive with the reverse. He just looks so much more comfortable than he did during his time in Atlanta, and I think the change of scenery could really continue to help him out. Step back jumper, no good for Mathurin. Davis with the rebound, brings it up in the corner. LeBron, left wing 3 is good. My glorious king, LeBron Raymond James Sr., where do I even begin? 9-5, Sensabaugh, Ice Bryce gets one right back for the Rollers. It's 11-8. Mathurin with the cross. Mathurin with the sauce, all the way in for the layup. Nice maneuver by Benedict Mathurin as it's 11-10. LeBron inside, Anthony Davis back to LeBron, layup, no good. Davis swoops in for the rebound and the putback dunk over Iguodaro as it's 13-10. Caleb Martin gets it to Tyrese Martin, no relation as far as I'm aware. Over to LeBron, hook shot is good over Aaron Wiggins. That'll make it 15-10. Our offense not looking very good early. Sensabaugh swings it around the horn for Wiggins, gets the screen. Aaron Wiggins saving basketball as we know it. 17-13. Jet Rivers finds Mark Singleton, the 2 rookies. Singleton on the drive. Singleton makes the layup, blowing by another rookie in Mako Hardaway. 17-15 now. Rino Salavea looks to get by Rivers all the way with the layup. Salavea, drafted out of the University of Hawaii, has been solid this year for the Mavs. Inefficient, but the upside is certainly there as Rivers is in for the dunk. Jet Rivers, of course, started the year off really well, but has not played anywhere near at that level since. But I do want to give him a lot of run over the last 20 games of the year, get him more reps going into next year as Mako Hardaway is in for the slam, 21-17. Here's Rivers, gets it to Mathurin, deep three, is good! Benedict Mathurin, a long-range triple, as it's 21-20. LeBron sends it over to Bronny, pops, pass me the ball. Around the screen, Bronny with it, Singleton hesitates, and Hardaway is there with the slam. Singleton bit on the fake by Bronny, a rookie mistake. Holiday intercepted by Anthony Davis, former Pelican teammates. Davis looks to drive in, he's got Salavea. Layup is good. Dallas leads it by 5, 27 now, 22. Around 30 seconds left in the quarter. Holloway inside, Jordan Holloway makes the layup. Nice little maneuver. Another guy who, like Rivers, I want to give plenty of playing time to here in the home stretch of the season. Holiday with just seconds left. Swings it out. Wiggins at the buzzer, and it's good! Aaron Wiggins beats the horn, and the Rollers tie it at 27-1. Slow start offensively, but we really picked it up. 4 for 8 from deep. So far, it's been a team effort. Everybody's got to eat. Wiggins with 6 leads the charge. Mathurin's been solid. Rivers with 4. Everybody's gotten the ball and has been productive. Wiggins, another 3, this time for the lead. His third triple at the game, a perfect 3 for 3 from the field. How about another? That one rattles out. Wiggins unable to get a fourth. Here comes Dallas in transition. Salavea blocked at the rim. Mark Singleton. Here's Carter inside. Newell with the slam. The Showtime Rollers flying across the floor. 32-29. Bronny inside for Davis. Davis looks to get by the rookie, and he does. We see the highlight plays defensively from Singleton, but also those plays where his footwork looks like a lost puppy, sliding around the floor. Pick and roll. Davis with the slam. Singleton looked like he was unsure whether or not he wanted to switch, and that 1 second of indecisiveness is the reason why that they were able to score so easily. Newell with the crossover all the way. 3 very powerful dunks so far for Ace and Newell. 38-35, 6.5 left in the second. Holiday around the screen, takes it himself. Unk still got it. Drew Holiday in for the layup. 40-35 now. Here is Sensabaugh with it, looking for the screen. Fadeaway 3, should have been called a foul. Boop. That works. Oso Ighodaro with the nonchalant putback. 42-35. Here's Benedict Mathurin inside. Ighodaro with the jam. Our bigs have been impressive so far. We've done a really good job of scoring along the interior. Shot no good. LeBron the rebound. Gets it out to D'Angelo Russell. Russell swings it out. Martin to LeBron. All the way with the layup. That guy's 42 years old, keep in mind. Still one of the fastest, most dynamic athletes on the planet. Davis over Ighodaro. That one is good, and just as impressive as we've been around the basket, so is Dallas. They've been really efficient in the paint. Our interior defense has been rough. Mathurin no good with under 2 to go in a very low-scoring half. Here's LeBron. Layup is good. Both teams have been good around the basket, but that's about it. It has been a brick show shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Rivers has it inside. Oso Ighodaro draws the double. Passes it out. Benedict Mathurin for 3, an 8-point lead, make it a 6-point lead. 50 to go. Carter looking for the screen, drives left, inside. Wiggins with the slam. He's got 11. At least he's been efficient. Nobody else really has. But Aaron Wiggins, 11 points, 4 of 5 shooting from the field. LeBron with Wiggins on the drive with the jam. He beats Wiggins at the top of the key, and then Singleton is not able to help quick enough. LeBron matched up with Wiggins again in isolation. Wiggins has got to be a little quicker, more prepared for the drive, just like this. LeBron trapped at the free-throw line. LeBron with 2. LeBron, he is in hell! Aaron Wiggins jails him to end the first half. A defensive slugfest so far. We've been very good on the defensive end of the floor. Now, the Mavericks aren't shooting it that poorly from the field. 21 of 43. That's nearly 50%. but they are 1 for 11 from beyond the arc. They are not making their threes. We have sent swarming defense around the perimeter up to this point. As for us, Wiggins leads the charge with 11, LeBron with 19, Davis with 12, 14 points. Meanwhile, for the entire rest of the roster, Davis no good. Davis misses again. Great defense by Iguodaro, but he gets hurt on the play. I think they're looking at his hip. The Warriors would be proud. I feel like I have to say that every time there's a hip injury. LeBron with an easy pass for Davis. I mean, those are the only two guys who have been awake offensively. Everybody else has been brutal. I guess, to be fair, that was the Lakers for about 4 years, as Mathurin is up and in, skying down the lefty slam. 55-47. Here's Caleb Martin, guarded by Wiggins. Inside, LeBron with sense-a-ball. LeBron floats it up and in, and Dallas has it within 6. Now within 8. Here's Tyrese Martin on the drive. Martin over Mathurin. That one is floated through. Not bad defense, just better offense. 57-51. Here's Martin inside. LeBron tries to spin away. That one no good. Ball poked up. Still on the ground. Davis ends up with it. Davis at the rim. The layup is good. I thought Newell had a chance to make a play on the ball there. Lead now back within 4. Martin hands it off for LeBron. LeBron inside. Martin swatted away! Singleton with the block! Mathurin layup. No! Singleton says, fine, I'll do it myself. What a sequence by Mark Singleton. We continue to see the highest of highs, but also the lows. A Euro step followed by an and one for LeBron James, and we are within 1 point. Inside, nice pass, nice finish. Holiday to Mathurin. Rollers looking to hold on to their lead. The offense, again, has been kind of slow here in the third. Carter finds the screen for Singleton, who knocks down the three. Mark Singleton continuing to do a better job throughout the year of shooting the three ball. He's gotten a lot better at that as the season has continued. Another and one. LeBron does it again. Singleton is the one called for the contact. Mavs now can get the lead back for the first time since the opening quarter. It's Davis with the slam. AD puts him up by 1. Carter to Singleton finds Wiggins, guarded by Davis. That's a mismatch. I wanted to have him drive, but with that space, why not let it fly? 16 points now for Wiggins, 66-64. Mako Hardaway with it. Back in the game after getting dinged up earlier. Finds Salavea. Makes the layup, and we are knotted up, 66 apiece. Carter finds Wiggins. Wiggins looks to drive. Back up to Carter, who's got a mismatch. Carter on the drive all the way. Dallas not able to send help defense to the basket quick enough. Is it 68-66? Following possession, 2.5 left in the third. Pull-up jumper, LeBron ties it at 68. That's a 30-piece for arguably the greatest to lace him up. Mathurin, step back. Shot is no good. Singleton the rebound. Singleton the putback. Singleton's done a good job on the glass, especially offensively tonight. For a guy who's not a great rebounder, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Holiday the steal, looking to take it all the way. Gramps can still get up there. 72-72 late in the third. Salavea, guarded by Wiggins. Step back, 3 ball for the lead, no good. Rebound by Jordan Holloway, and here comes Las Vegas. Shot clock unplugged, it's intercepted. Dallas with another chance. Bronny with it on the drive. Bronny sends it back up for Hunter Salas. Salas has got 5. He gets the screen, pull up 3, is good! Hunter Salas beats the buzzer. The Mavericks take the lead going into the fourth. Salas hasn't really played at all today. Comes into the game, pulls up from 30, and nails it. 75-72, Dallas up by 3. A very strong quarter for the Mavs. Guys other than LeBron and AD getting their fingerprints in on this game offensively. Here is Jet Rivers looking to jet by the defense, and he does. He's so fast and explosive that the efficiency ever improves. I mean, he could be a dangerous slasher. Gets the screen from Singleton on the drive, takes it himself with a little rack attack. Double figures for Jet Rivers. He's played a very nice game. Wiggins, no good. Singleton the rebound. Tries to pass it back up top for Mathurin. It's intercepted by Davis. Swings it in the corner. Salavea ties it at 78. The rookie continuing to make some big plays offensively for the Mavericks. Here's Mathurin in transition with the two-hander. The back scratcher from Ben Math. 80-78, Salavea to Hardaway. That one no good. Mathurin with the defense down low. He's got Wiggins pull up three. Shot won't fall. Another rebound and another putback. Mark Singleton has 14 and 11. 82-78 now. Here is Bronny, guarded by Rivers. Swings it up. Salavea for three. Makes another. Salavea has not been the most consistent or efficient three-point shooter this year, but he's knocking them down late in this game. 84-81. Here's Carter over the rookie. Salavea. 5-point lead for the Rollers. 86-81. Here's LeBron. Intercepted by Asen Newell. Holloway cross-court pass. Carter inside. Wiggins with the floater. 7-point lead now for the Rollers. 88-81. Making a 5-point game. A little over 4 to go. Salavea with the slam. He continues to really impress me. I have liked what I've seen in Dallas's perspective, not ours, from Salavea. Carter layup. That one is good. 11-6 for Carter. He's had a couple of big drives late in this one. LeBron over Sensabaugh, no good. Sensabaugh sticking onto him like super glue. Here's Holloway, open lane. Holloway, airborne, misses. Carter, putback layup is no good. We had 2 chances in the paint and didn't score. LeBron, that one is good over the defender Mathurin, who tried to draw the charge, but the acting did not work. There's Wiggins with the slam. Nice play by Aaron Wiggins. He's got a team-high 22 points. Salavea inside layup is good. Counted and a foul. I mean, this kid is really good around the basket. He can get up there and dunk, play above the rim, but he can also score in contact as he is fired up. 3-throw, no good. Newell, the rebound, his 10th. Vegas looks to run quickly in transition as Asen Newell makes the slam. At a couple early dunks, has been quiet since, but he gets that one. 94-89, passes tip. Sensabaugh gets it back. Under 2.5 to go. Sensabaugh, he's been quiet tonight, but he hits a big one. He was 1 for 7 before that shot. All 7 of his shots coming from beyond the arc, but he makes maybe the biggest one yet. 8-point lead, overthrown. D'Angelo Russell, that's the guy Laker fans know and love all so much. Here's Newell late in this game. Pump fake, passes out of the shot. We are looking to chew some clock. Sensabaugh, bang, another one. He was not good for much of this game, but he is making shots when it counts. 100-91. Here's Carter, passes it up. Sensabaugh's got Mathurin. Could that be the dagger? Benedict Mathurin from deep, and all of a sudden we're hitting our shots from beyond the arc. Martin to Martin in the corner for LeBron. LeBron on the drive, layup is good, and one. Bron looking to keep him in the game. 103-94. Here is Sensabaugh looking for the screen from Newell. Sensabaugh, under a minute to go. He's got Mathurin in the quarter. Singleton throws it up, and it's good! 4 straight possessions with threes. We were 7 for 30 from deep tonight before those shots. But now we've caught fire. A late charge. Devin Carter sets the feet, and that's probably going to do it. 111-96, your final. A really, really solid win for the Rollers going into the All-Star break. Certainly giving our young team some momentum, hopefully, for the second half. Again, really the last 25% of the season. As we take a look at the numbers, certainly a team effort offensively, but Aaron Wiggins was really good. 25 points, 8 of 12 from the field, 4 for 8 from deep. Very good game from Singleton. He had 19, 13, 2 blocks, 9 of 12 from the field, and hit the dagger 3. 17 for Mathurin, Carter, and Rivers into double figures. We didn't shoot the ball very well until the end of the game, but we made our threes when it mattered. As for Dallas, 38 for LeBron. Davis had 20, albeit on 22 shot attempts. Salavea had a big second half. He finished with 20 on great splits. And then the rest of the team combined for not even 20 points. I mean, that is a pretty bad look. 4 for 20 from deep. And they shot nearly 50% from 2. It's not like they were struggling inside around the basket. They just couldn't hit their threes. So that gets us set for All-Star Weekend. We'll start with the Rising Stars Challenge, which is currently constructed as Team USA versus Team World. Now, I think 2K had a couple issues with the countries because the top 2 picks in this year's draft, Tony Mariano and Romeo De La Rosa, are not American. So I don't know why they're on Team USA. As for Team World, we do have a representative, Mark Singleton, who has some Nigerian heritage. He grew up there for part of his childhood, so that's why he's not on the American team. Team USA on the right, Team World on the left. I guess we're pulling for Team World for Singleton, and this ended up being a runaway in the second half. Team USA with the win. Julian Wright with 23. Anton Mannerheim, the Rising Stars game MVP, the youngster with the Pistons. Jaeger Demon at 26. A couple guys really shot the ball poorly, including Singleton. Cortez 2 for 10. Singleton 2 for 9. Maravich 1 for 10. Yakuchonis 0 for 6. Yikes. Dunk contest, we have a couple guys hurt, including Mako Hardaway, who we just saw. And the same can be said for the three-point contest. I guess Steph Curry's going to miss what could be his final three-point shootout. Trey Murphy wins the three-point contest, and Ja Morant wins the dunk contest. I think both of those guys, funny enough, were injury replacements, which is kind of funny. It took an injury for Ja Morant to participate in the dunk contest. And now it's time for the All-Star game. We, unsurprisingly, do not have any. Last year, CJ McCollum made the final voting. I figured maybe there's a chance we see Benedict Mathurin, but no, he probably hasn't played enough games to really be considered, averaging only around 20 points per game. So otherwise, we've got the pretty much usual suspects for the most part. A couple injuries in the West with Curry and Kawhi. I hear Benedict Mathurin is available if you want him. So obviously we're pulling for the West since we're in the West, and since our conference is far superior, it would be a bad look if we lost. Buzzer beater for the win for Giannis, who's not even in the East anymore. He's now with the Rockets. But I guess because he was in the East so long, he gets the game-winning shot. He wins the All-Star Game MVP. 16, 5, 5, 3 stocks, good shooting, and the game winner. Kevin Durant, 21. Shea with 20. Does that say Julian Wright made the All-Star team? I'll be damned. 41% for the field. True shooting percentage at 48. Apparently, you can shot chuck with Seattle and grab an all-star spot over Benedict Mathurin, whose true shooting percentage is 15 percentage points higher. What are we doing, 2K? After playing Utah, we have a brutal 5-game road trip with the Nuggets, Cavs, Wolves, Magic, and Thunder. Then we have a back-to-back against the Clippers. I think I'm going to play that game, our first game back at home. I want to see how good the Clippers are, given that they are a true contender and their older players have all been able to stay relatively healthy this year. Speaking of health, Jeremy Sohan is back. Ochai Agbaji also returning right as the All-Star break begun. So the rotation's going to look a little bit different. I'm going to have Sohan reclaim his spot at the 4. This will give us more flexibility with the bench bigs between Singleton and Newell, and eventually Iguodala in a couple of weeks. So, we beat Minnesota. We also lost to the Jazz, though. Mathurin at a season-high 37, but other than him and Newell, the rest of the offense kind of stunk. Rookie of the Year favorite, Karthik Patel, 26, 11, and 9. De La Rosa had 25 and 10. The other guys also did not shoot it very well. Beat Minnesota, though. I love seeing the defense. Granted, Anthony Edwards didn't play. Rob Dillingham, 5 of 16. That's not going to cut it. Both teams shot the ball horribly from 3. We went 4 for 27. They went 5 for 29. I mean, you could have built a barn with all the bricks from those two teams as we gear up for the Los Angeles Clippers, who, believe it or not, are healthy. James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Ivica Zubac will all play. A big reason why the Clippers are currently in 4th place in a loaded Western Conference is because they've been able to stay healthy. Right now, the only guy hurt is DeAndre Ayton, and they might be better off not having him play. Interestingly, Kobe Brown has the most minutes played by anybody in the league this year. I just happened to find that kind of random. He played 46 minutes in a loss against Memphis. He's not even in the rotation now, which is the odd part. They played him nearly the full length of the game a month ago. Granted, that probably went into overtime, but still, kind of crazy. The Clippers are 41 and 18. They've broken the 40-20 rule, which is the true contenders in the NBA generally get to 40 wins before they get to 20 losses. And that's especially challenging for the Clippers this year, given how good the Western Conference is, but they've been able to do it. They've been able to stay healthy. If not now, it's never happening with this group for the Clippers. This is their best and probably their final chance to win it all. But they've got to start by taking it one game at a time. They've got to make sure Kawhi Leonard's legs don't explode or something, which with him I wouldn't put it past. Jalen Williams, good to have him back healthy, wins the tip. Sohan as well. And we are underway. Bryce Sensabaugh, quick 3! Around the screen. Here is the claw. Kawhi Leonard Guarded by Sensabaugh. With the crossover, it's stripped away. Carter with the steal. On the other end, pump fake, no good. He's got to go up for the dunk. I get that Kawhi was chasing him from behind, but Kawhi's a fun guy. I mean, what's the worst that he's done? Lead a multi-million-dollar financial scheme, getting paid lots of money under the rug by the Clippers? Allegedly. As Benedict Mathurin drills the three at 6-2. Here's Kawhi with Sohan on an island. Kawhi's like 38 years old. We got this. No, we don't. I lied. Kawhi Leonard beats Sohan on the dribble, makes the layup. It's 6-4. Here is Williams, swings it up for Mathurin. Mathurin around the screen, moving two, is good. Colin Sexton's a good player, but he's an undersized two-guard who's not a great defender, so I think Mathurin could be in store for a big game. Quentin Grimes around the screen for three, and that'll make it 8-7. Here is Carter. Carter looks to get by Harden. Carter intercepted by Ivica Zubac. He's got Kawhi. To Sexton with the slam. Colin Sexton puts the Clippers ahead 9-8. Rollers look to run up the floor quickly. Mathurin, pump fake. Trapped inside. It's good over Zubac. He's got 7 already as it's 10-9. Sensabaugh guarded by Harden, looking to get room beyond the arc. Step in. 3 is good. Sensabaugh and Mathurin have combined for all 13 of our points so far. We lead it by 4. Harden with the spin move. Harden on the drive. Harden gets by Carter. The old man still got it. He might not be Rockets MVP James Harden, but he is still a very productive player. Don't let it get twisted. Here's Harden. Gets it to Sexton. Inside for Zubac. He gets the two-handed jam. We're tied at 13. Offense has cooled off after a fast start. Sohan trapped. Gets it up for Carter. Around the horn. Mathurin! He's got 10 already as he drills the left wing 3. 16-13. Here's the claw. Kawhi Leonard inside for Big Zoo. Ivica Zubac with the slam. 16-15. Here's Harden. Harden on the drive. Carter looks to stay with him. Harden the spin. No good. Zubac the rebound. Back out. Harden floater. No good. Zubac the rebound. This is the dunk. Sexton. That one bounces in. 4th time was the charm for the Clips, and we've got to call time after that unacceptable effort down low. Here's Mathurin. Step back. 3 ball. Oh, he's hot. And fuego. Muy caliente. 13 for Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin with Zubac. Oh, this is lunchtime. I'll take barbecue chicken, please. Too easy. 15 points for Mathurin here in the opening quarter. Keon Ellis gets it to the youngster. Yannick, Conan, Niederhauser, no good. Wiggins with the stop down low. Aaron Wiggins, the 6'5" big. Here's Mathurin with it. Pulls from deep. Heat check, no good. Singleton the rebound. Abaji, 3, no good. Singleton says, here, damn, I'll do it myself. Singleton will do great stuff like that, but he'll also do this. Pass is tipped, somehow into the hands of Holiday. We got lucky. Singleton inside, makes the layup. On second hand, that kind of worked out. Not by design, but we'll take the 2 points. Ellis gets it up to T.J. McConnell. Pull-up jumper, that was his shot during the finals, no good. Niederhauser, Ellis for 3, no good. Niederhauser again, pinned off the glass by Singleton. Great defense, got to do better on the glass. Abaji, layup, no! There's nobody in front of them. You've got to make that, Oach. And here come the Clippers, shot clock unplugged. Ellis gets it to McConnell. McConnell guarded by Holiday. They know they've got to take the last shot. They don't want us to somehow get Jaden Hardy in the game. He is healthy. Niederhauser, fadeaway, no. Abaji throws it up. Not a bad effort, but no cigar. 25-22 through 1. Another low-scoring start. I'm really starting to see the identity of this team defensively, particularly along the perimeter. Some teams still have really good shooting nights against us, but overall, we make it hard to get open looks from beyond the arc. We do not make it hard to grab offensive rebounds. I mean, this is pitiful. The Clippers are 1 for 7, now 2 for 8 from deep. But we cannot grab a rebound to save our lives. It doesn't matter if it's Zubac or Niederhauser in the game. Newell, pump fake. Newell makes the layup. Good play there by the second-year forward from the University of Georgia. Yannick Conan Niederhauser with it. Dribble handoff. Inside. Niederhauser and one poster. Yannick Conan Niederhauser, final pick of the first round a few years ago out of Penn State by way of Northern Illinois. 30-27, there's Carter with the slam, looking to bounce back after a rough opening couple minutes to the second. Clippers offense appears to have woken up. Harden inside. They're the big man, Yannick Conan Niederhauser. Our bigs have really struggled. It doesn't matter who the Clippers have had there. Our size has proven to be an issue. Step back. Harden, long two. Gramps has still got it. He's still got the step back in his bag. Carter gets it for Wiggins. Deep three is good. Leads within two. We're going on a mini run here after that impressive stretch early in the quarter by the Clippers. Now tied. Harden with the crossover. Pull up three is good. Sent a ball in his face. Didn't matter. 37-34. Passes tip. McConnell's got it. TJ McConnell on the drive. And one! First guy in. Last guy out. Sneaky athleticism. Hard hat. Lunch pail. Blue collar type of guy. That's TJ McConnell. Can we seriously grab a goddamn rebound? This is infuriating. Zubac with the putback. 42-36. McConnell. Harden. Long three is good. Fear the beard. 9-point game. Here is Grimes with it. Grimes inside with the jam. And now the Clippers are really starting to go on a run. It felt like only a matter of time throughout that first quarter that they would get rolling. Newell, no good. Sohan, the rebound. Sohan misses inside. I feel like that play is the perfect encapsulation of Sohan. He does everything right and then misses the easy layup. On the other end, a much harder layup for Colin Sexton. Double teamed, don't matter. 49-36. Step back. Hardy drills it. Nice shot by Jaden Hardy. Good to have him back. Detroit's finest and our final second shooting king as Wiggins is in for the slam. Great ball movement there off the turnover. It was Abaji with the assist. Here is Leonard all the way for two. A ferocious finish by the claw. Kawhi Leonard. Hardy inside. Jalen Williams counting and a foul. And one for Jay Will. Here he is at the line. Three throw no good. Niederhauser has it ripped away and is hurt. Abaji open inside. Blocked by Kawhi. What even was that? Clippers got to call time because Niederhauser's hurt. Well, that was certainly interesting. Off the Kawhi miss. Rollers look to move fast. Sohan layup off the assist by Ochai. 53-45. Clippers likely to get the last shot. Hardy's trying to bait McConnell into shooting it earlier, but now with 4 seconds, we've actually got to defend. McConnell, floater, no good. Nice defense by Jaden Hardy. That'll wrap up the first half. 53-45. Clippers with the lead over the Rollers. Clippers certainly struggled early. They didn't really shoot it well in that first quarter, but certainly have picked it up as the game has gone along. They've struggled with Benedict Mathurin, though. He's got 17 points. No other stats elsewhere. All he's doing is scoring the ball, which, to be fair, is all he really needs to do. Put the ball in the bucket. That'll bring us into the second half now. Here's Harden with it. Drives right side in for the slam. A good play there by James Harden. It's kind of crazy to think about that he's bounced around so much late in his career, but has really found a home with the Clippers, and in a lot of ways has reinvented himself here. Sends the ball for three. That one is good. 57-48. Carter, no good. Nice defense at the rim by James Harden, who's certainly improved his defense throughout his career. I wouldn't say it's good, but it's better than it was. Grimes, wide open triple, buries the hatchet as it's 60-48. Here is Mathurin with it. Looking for the screen from Jay Will. Mathurin drives right. Mathurin with the slam. He's up to 19 points, a game high. Sohan, post up on the smaller defender Sexton. Oh, that's too easy. That's lunchtime. Bounces in, counted and a foul. And one for Jeremy Sohan. 60-53. Here's Harden. Harden gets by Carter. James Harden can still really move. I mean, his footwork does not get talked about enough as all-time at the guard position. Mathurin with it on the drive. Mathurin makes the layup. No foul. Interestingly, Sexton had him smothered like a blanket, but okay. Ball is tipped off the miss. Kawhi gets his own miss and is in for the layup. Kawhi is not at a particularly productive game offensively. He's had some nice plays, though, like that one. Harden off the miss. Zubac tipped at the rim, I think. Newell got a hand on it. Forces the miss. Sohan with the crossover and the beautiful pass for Benedict Mathurin. What a find by Jeremy Sohan. 70-57, and what otherwise has not been a very good third quarter for us offensively. Sensabaugh with the layup. I mean, we just don't really have the offensive horses to compete with a lot of these teams at the top. Harden makes the layup. 13-point lead. High Rollers call timeout. Singleton posts up on the smaller defender, draws the double. Abachi in the quarter. Holloway misses the three. And now another injury. Clippers have gotten a few guys banged up. This time it's Kawhi. He's gotten dinged up. Niederhauser has. Zubats did in the first quarter. None of these are serious injuries. All of them, I think, are going to play through them, but not ideal with a month to go until the playoffs. Keon Ellis, transition three, an 18-point lead for the Clippers. This game was close at halftime, but we have completely fallen flat on our face. Hardy, Wiggins, layup is good. Just got to start somewhere. Stacking some points, going a couple runs, trying to bring ourselves back into the game. Niederhauser, no good. Singleton, the rebound, is 11th. Another great game from him on the glass, even if he's been bad otherwise. Mathurin, Singleton, layup is good. Nice job by Mark. Quickly getting across the floor, making not an easy play. He had Niederhauser all over him. Abaji hasn't scored. He has missed a lot of shots. Finally gets one to go as that one splits the back of the net. 77-66, leads within 11. Marjan Beauchamp gets one for the Clippers. They needed that one too. We were on a nice little 7-8-0 run as Beauchamp puts a stop to it. Nearly intercepted. Niederhauser makes the layup over Singleton. Wiggins choosing to be aggressive, go for the ball, knowing that Niederhauser's probably just going to post him down low. Hardy, step back. He connects on the triple. It's not a Jaden Hardy three unless the shot is noticeably difficult. Got to be on the movement, under contest, like that one by Beauchamp again. Got a guy right in his face. 85-69. Here's Mathurin with it. With the jam, Benedict Mathurin with a powerful dunk. He's up to 25. McConnell with just seconds left. Floater, no. Hardy, the rebound. Here is a half-court heave. Mathurin, no good. 85-71. That was an ugly third quarter on both ends of the floor for the Rollers, taking a 14-point deficit into the fourth. Clippers are now a little bit banged up. They're also kind of old. Maybe they've worn out through three quarters. I mean, we've not made it easy on them. We've played a very physical, rugged style of basketball. So, who knows? Maybe we can have some fun over the next 10 minutes. Carter looking for the screen. He gets it. Newell, open lane, easy slam. Ace and Newell, only with 4 points. He's been quiet, but not necessarily inefficient, as he's in for another slam. Now starting to heat up a little bit. I think Ace and Newell plays at his best when the moment is the biggest. Sensabaugh guarded by Ellis. Gets it up. Carter in the quarter. It's a Hardy party! And the lead is within 7. A 7-0 run to open the fourth. Newell, double, has Carter. 3, no. Williams, the rebound and the putback. That's a 9-0 run to start the fourth, and we are within 5. What an epic turnaround by the Rollers. The offense is cooking. Defense has been great. They haven't made a shot. That is until now. James Harden, one of the greatest shooters to ever walk the face of the planet. 88-82. Hardy, step back. Another one! It's not a Jaden Hardy 3 unless there's a lot of movement involved, unless it's not easy. He's got a dozen, and he's been really efficient tonight. Why inside? Yannick Conan Niederhauser looking to take advantage of the mismatch. He does. I mean, Jaden Hardy's like a foot smaller. What's he supposed to do? 90-85, 6.5 left. McConnell, layup is good. Wiggins was all over him, and he still makes the play anyway. Ellis on the baseline, inbounds it. Goes inside for the big man. He beats the Zubats. These two centers have played phenomenal. Even though both Zubats and Niederhauser have gotten banged up through the course of the game, they have been dominant down low. Ellis for 3. Carter was expecting him to drive. Instead, he goes for the shot. I see why Carter thought that. There was plenty of open space, and it looked like he could have had a teammate driving towards the basket. Carter, layup, up and in. Lead is within 10. We cut into the deficit early in the fourth. The Clippers have done a really good job of holding pat, not panicking. You can tell this is an older veteran team who knows how to win ball games. Harden with the miss. Hardy to the rookie, Mark Singleton, who makes the layup, and the lead is within 8. Just because the Clippers kind of know what to do here doesn't mean this game is over, per se. I mean, we came back against the Nets by more on the road. Clippers aren't exactly the Nets, though, as James Harden makes the layup. 99-89, 10-point game. Clippers might be a couple shots away from ending it. Here's Colin Sexton. He gets Harden. Contested three. It's good! James Harden rattles it home. 104-93. 2 minutes to go now. Sexton with Mathurin. Too much space. You cannot sag off. Colin Sexton for three. 107-93. Here's Carter with it. He's got 8 and 9. Finds Williams. Jalen Williams trapped inside. Gets it to Mathurin around the screen. Fadeaway three. He is fouled. Number one rule of defense, don't foul the jump shooter. Mathurin would make all three. Following Rollers' possession. Lead within 11. Mathurin posts up and one! Sexton called for the foul. 34 points. Make it 35 for Benedict Mathurin. Sexton's intercepted. Carter, Sohan, an extremely quick 8-0 run. We're right back in the game. 107-101. Kawhi Leonard in the quarter. Sexton wide open, no good. Zubac's the rebound. Oh my goodness, that is huge. We baited them into the shot. We forced the miss. But they get the rebound and draw the foul. Zubac gets it back. I mean, he's certainly the guy we would want going to the line. I'm not sure why they're inbounding it to him specifically, because he's fouled by Jalen Williams and will shoot two. First one bounces in for Zubac, who I guess is going to be nursing this injury over the next couple of weeks. One of the more underrated players, certainly underappreciated players in the NBA. He is almost as important to this team as Harden and Kawhi. Misses the second one. Long pass. Mathurin tries to drive out of the double. He's got sensible. Back to Mathurin. We're going to reset, but we've got to do it quick. Mathurin. Long three. No good. Rebound by Kawhi. He gets it over to Grimes. He is pushed from behind by Sohan. Yeah, not looking too hot. 109-101. Quick three. That one no good again from Sensible. Zubac is fouled, and now I think it's fair to say this game is definitely over. Kawhi dribbles out the clock. 110-103 win for the Los Angeles Clippers. Looking at the bigger picture, though, it's certainly not a horrible loss against a really good team who is like half healthy at this point. I mean, we stayed with him until the entire game, but obviously we would have loved to win, especially with some of the runs we had in the third and fourth quarter. When we were hot, we were going. 35 points for Benedict Mathurin. He was terrific. 14 of 23 from the field, 11 of 14 from two. Nobody else had more than 12. Granted, Hardy was very efficient. 12, 5, and 4 on 5 shot attempts. Carter double-double. Singleton and Williams had a lot of rebounds, but we did really struggle on the glass and down low. Scoring-wise for the Clippers, Harden had 31. Didn't shoot it well from 3. Zubac and Niederhauser combined for 31 boards, 11 on the offensive glass. I mean, our team's just not good enough inside, and we had this happen on an off night for Kawhi, 4 for 14. What's that about? FBI, I've got another one. We've got to do a better job, though, guarding these true traditional centers. Look at Mark Singleton, for instance. I feel like he plays so much more naturally at the 4, which is his listed position. We've had to play him at the 5 at times out of necessity because of the injuries we've had. But he often looks out of position playing center. He is a power forward, so adding a true long-term 5 could be a priority for us in the offseason. We're going to simulate through the next 2 weeks. We've got 6 more games, 4 of which are at home. We will pass through the contract deadline. Ultimately, I don't think there's really anybody who I want to re-sign who's also eligible to re-sign. So we are ultimately going to hold off. Getting a couple big injuries coming in. Bryce Sensabaugh, torn MCL. That could sideline him for the rest of the year, so Wiggins will slide into the starting lineup. But then we get another big injury. Oso Iguodaro's back. That's the good news. The bad news is shin splits for Benedict Mathurin, who's been banged up seemingly throughout the entire year. So Abaji will take his spot at the 2. We're losing a lot of shot making with Sensabaugh and Mathurin out. Despite that, though, we went 4-2. Okay. I mean, we beat the Pelicans. Mathurin was healthy. He had 33. Jan Hansen shot it toward 8. Sharp 5 of 17. Chauncey Billups might not be the only Blazer in hot water. Against the Spurs, 17, 6, and 5 blocks for Singleton on great shooting. Outplaying everybody for the Spurs. 37% from the field, 30% from 3. That's one of the best teams in the league who we did that to. Against the Cavs, Garland, 5 of 18. Mobley, 6 of 16. Again, Cleveland's really good. 34-24 splits. Against the Suns, Wiggins with 20, 4 for 5 from deep. Phoenix scoring less than 100 points. And that was with a huge fourth. Booker was great, but everybody else stunk. Jamie Thompson, the rookie, 0 for 9 from deep. As I kind of mentioned earlier, we're starting to build a defensive identity, especially along the perimeter. Now, oddly enough, our team is towards the middle in terms of three-point percentage allowed, but it feels like, especially when we play well in games, it's because the other team is not shooting the three ball well. We are defending them tightly on the perimeter. That's a big reason why we went 4-2 in this stretch as we gear up for the final portion of the regular season in the next episode, including a prospect profile. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Peace out.